Hello guys, welcome back. Today I'm going to show you my yaoi slash romance collection, and I'm going to start off with the top shelf right here. We're going to start with the first row. So as you know, if you saw my last video, I got 1 through 6 of Awkward Silence in. It's so far pretty good. I've only read the first chapter, but the first chapter is really cute. Alright, and then we have 1 through 10 and then 12 of the world's greatest first love, and I have to say this is like one of my favorite mangas. It is super cute. Like, if you don't have it, definitely get it. I promise it'll be worth it. Such a good manga series. And then we have 2010 Birds of a Feather. Number 1. Number 2 still hasn't come out yet in English. It will be in March though, and I've read this so many times. Literally so good. Definitely get it. And then we have Secret. The spin-off of this is Therapy Game, which I also have that as well. This is so cute. It's about a pet store owner, and then he is just watching him, and then he eventually gets a job there. It's really cute, the development of it, and the illustration is really pretty as well. And then we have 7 days, Monday through Sunday, so this is both books combined into one. Also a really good manga. This one is rated teen, so it doesn't have any mature parts in it, but also really great illustrations. And this is the artist who does 10 Count, if you know what 10 Count is. And then we have Jackass, which is also a really good manga. It's about a guy with a pantyhose fetish. It's pretty interesting. Alright, let's get to the second row. Alright, time for the back part of the shelf. First off, we're gonna start with the Urchin Bitch Club. I mean, I feel like everyone's just gotta own this. Like, it's just so well known. I don't even know if I need to say anything really about it. It's such a well-known manga. But I have 1 through 3. I'm excited for number 4 whenever she goes and makes that. And then we have Escape Journey. This is a really good manga about 2 best friends. It's really funny, and the art is very beautiful in it. And I have 1 through 3 of that as well, and it's also by the same author as Your Chin Bitch Club. And then we have 1 and 2 of False Memories. There's only 2 volumes in the series. This is a really cute manga as well. It is about business partners, I guess you would say. It's an office romance manga. And then we have Candy Color Paradox. And as you can tell on my shelf, I like to line up the people who do the same mangas. I'm OCD like that. So False Memories and Candy Color Paradox is done by the same person. I'm sure you can tell by the art, though. It's very, very similar. And then there's 1 through 4, and they're coming out with the 5th one. I thought this was the final volume, but I was incorrect. And then we have 1 through 6 of 10 Count. 10 Count is about a guy with OCD. It's a really, really good manga. I've read it, I would say, about 5 times. And every time I pretend like I don't know what's gonna happen, and it's really good. It's a good story. And then we have 1 through 4 of Given. Everyone knows what Given is. Such a cute story. I just love Mafu. He is so adorable. And then we have 1 through 7 of Love Stage. My favorite anime is literally Love Stage. I don't know why, but it's just so funny, and they have an English version. So when I'm busy doing stuff, I normally always play that in the background, and I laugh every time I watch it. Literally so good. And then we have 1 and 2 of Therapy Game. And I believe Therapy Game Restart, I think that's the name of it, is coming out here soon, or it just came out. So I need to pick those up. And then right here we have 1 and number 4 of Bonds of Dreams, and then Bond of Love. This is a really interesting story. It's about a priest and a high school student, which is an odd mix, but it shockingly is really good. I've read 1 through 4. I just only have 1 and 2 right now. But if you haven't read it, definitely go and read it. It's, like I said, very interesting. Alright, time to get to the second shelf. First book over here, which is Ashura Doshita. I have 4, 5, and 6, just because that's my favorite parts of Ashura Doshita, is definitely 4 through 6. It's a story about two best friends. I guess you wouldn't call them best friends, they're neighbors. And they both like each other, but don't tell each other for a while, and then it's a really good story. I've read this so many times I can't even count how many times I've read it. It's really good. If you can read Japanese, I would definitely pick it up. Alright, next we have Melting Lover. This one is interesting. It's a lot of one-shots inside of the book. Definitely my favorite chapter in this one is this one right here, which I believe the name of it is, let's see, Bottom of Heaven. It's very interesting and twisted, and I don't normally like stuff like that, but this, I would say, is really, really good. Other than that, the manga is okay. I really love the art though in here, but definitely Bottom of Heaven, give it a read. It's really good. And then we have Tweeting Birds Never Fly number 1. I haven't read it yet. I've had it for, I would say, like 2 months. I just haven't gotten around to it. I have a lot of mangas I haven't gotten around to. I just really like collecting manga. So I'm not sure exactly what it's like just yet, but I know a lot of people do like it though, so I would say give it a read. Alright, next I have 1 through 4, but technically 1, and then 1, 2 of I Hear the Sunspot. It's about a guy who is deaf and a guy who helps him translate, or not translate, but helps him take notes and stuff. They're both in college. It's so sweet. It is the sweetest story in the world. I love it so much. If you are a sucker for like super sweet and almost makes you cry romance stories, definitely read this. It's not rated R either, or mature. I think it's older teen. It doesn't say on here, but I would definitely say older teen. Next we have The Cornered Mouse of Dreams of Cheese. I also have not read this one yet. Like I said, I got this one about the same time I got that one. I just haven't gotten around to reading it yet. And then we have Don't Call Me Dirty. I read this one the other day. It was really interesting. You wouldn't think by like the title and the illustrations on the outside what it's like on the inside, but I have to say it is super good, and the ending, oh my goodness, even better. And then we have Don't Call Me Daddy. Once again, I haven't gotten around to reading it just yet, but that's next on my list. We have Dekaboko Sugar Days. This is 2 childhood friends. I'm a big fan of childhood friends yaoi manga. So as you can see in here, there's a lot of those. But the art in here is beautiful. It's a cute little story. It's a one-shot. This is also a childhood friends story. To be honest, it was okay. I don't know why I didn't really like desire to like read it that much. I mean, I finished it, but it was okay. I didn't know though that there's a lot of people that like it. It wasn't my favorite. But the name of it is There Are Things I Can't Tell You. And then next we have Replay. Now this one is also a childhood friend manga, but this one, oh, this is upside down. I thought it was odd. This one is so good. I've read this one a couple of times. It's about two baseball kids. It's really good. Like, if you haven't read it, definitely go read it. Get it. And plus the illustrations in here, or the art, is beautiful. And then we have Kyomono Gatila, or Gatali. It's a long name. And this is also about two childhood friends. I guess school life. It's a weird mix, but it's interesting, and it left off on the second one right here on a weird like cliffhanger, which a lot of people for some reason didn't like the cliffhanger, but I gotta say I'm really interested to see what happens next in number 2 or number 3. So if it was me, I'd definitely get it. I loved the story. I thought it was great, and they already rated teen, so there's nothing crazy in it. Alright, next is Because I'm a Boy. I just got this in literally like 5 days ago, so I haven't read it yet. I'm excited to though. The illustrations in it is an older manga art, which I love those. It's kind of like The World's Greatest First Love. I don't know why, but I really like older art. Love Circumstances. I'm in the middle of reading that right now. I only read the first chapter so far, but it is pretty good and very interesting. Two childhood friends, once again. I have a lot of those. I apologize. And it's just a kind of like a relationship development story. So it starts off with them dating, and it just kind of grows from there, I would say. And then we have Cherry Magic 1 and 2. Oh my goodness, I must say, I love this. Two office guys, and he can read minds once he turns 30 since he's a virgin. Literally so good. I don't really appeal or have the appeal to like read anything over like high school and college, but I have to say, so good, so good. If you have not read it, get it immediately. And then we have Hitolo Jimmy, My Hero, and we have 1 through 5. I need to get 7, 8, and 9, or 6, 7, and 8. 9's coming out soon. I just haven't gotten around to getting them yet. This is a really good story. I'm sure you guys have watched the anime, and if you haven't, I would say read the manga before you watch the anime, just because there's more explained in here, and also the anime only goes up to, I'm pretty sure, like only like 2.5 volumes in, so definitely go and read the manga first. Oh, and at the end of their, like literally in every single one, there's always a cute drawing of the characters. Hang on 1 second, let me get it. I mean, how could you like not want to read that just because you get to see that at the end, and it's always something different. And then we have New Beginnings. It's been a while since I've read this one. I just got in the other day also with Because I'm a Boy, but I remember when I read it, I loved it. It was really cute. Once again, childhood friends. It's a great story. It's heartwarming, I would say. It's a good read. And then these two right here, Yumi, etc., and Only in the Ring of Your Nose. Haven't read them yet. I'm super excited though to read both of them. And then we have 1, 2, 3 of Rent a Girlfriend. I've read 1.5 of Rent a Girlfriend so far, and I am in love with it. Now, these three are not yaois, but they are romance mangas, and they're super funny. Like, it's really good. Alright, time for the third shelf. I have more books in the back. We'll get to those in a second. We'll start off with the first one. This one is actually a novel. I've only read just a little bit into it. Shockingly, with how many mangas I read a day, you think I'd love to read regular books, but for some reason I don't know, it takes me a lot longer to read novels, but it's also about like 2 office workers. This is what bought me right here, is literally the cover of it, and also the back. I just own it because I love the illustrations on the outside. Then we have Wotakoi 1, 2, and 3, and so many people love this manga. However, I do not like it. It's very boring to me. I don't know why, and I've tried so many times to go and read it. And also, like, it's so cute in the front too, because it's like colored, and you think, and it's like this in all 3 of them. It's got the colored and like each chapter switch, but I don't know, I just for some reason just don't have any interest in reading them. I'm starting on number 2 here soon because I just need to get through them. Maybe I might find it more interesting in number 2, but I don't know, I just don't have a big reason to read them and want to read them. I don't know if it's because it's not yaoi, but I like other books that aren't just yaois, and I've read plenty of other books that aren't yaois, and I don't know, this one just isn't to my like, it's just not my favorite. And then we have 1 and 2 of My Androgynous Boyfriend. Once again, I love the covers of these, so I just had to buy them. I haven't read either one yet, but I did, when I went to go buy it, read the first 2 or 3 pages of it, and it was hilarious within the first 5 seconds. So I am excited though when I go read these. And these, shockingly, are not yaois. But, I mean, how could you not own this in your collection if you're a yaoi lover, or BL? And then we have 1 and 2 of The Night of the Ice, and I am okay with this story. Like, it's alright. The ice skating in it, though, is really pretty. Like, I don't know, it's really good. And then we have 1 through 3. I don't have 4 or 5. I read them online, so I just never went and bought them. I do need to go and get them so I can fill them in, because it does bother me that I don't have them, even though I've read them. But Takane and Hana, literally, so good, so good. It's about a high school student and a 26-year-old that's really rich. And it's not exactly what you think. It's rated teen, but so good, so funny. I love it. The development of the relationship is really slow, and I really like that, since there's such an age gap. But no, seriously, if you don't own this, own it, because I promise you will not be disappointed. Alright, time to get to the books behind. Alright, so right here, I don't know why, I just haven't put it back up in my Host Club box set. I just have it out because that's where I stopped. I just haven't picked it back up to read it again, but this is Ouran High School Host Club. Everyone knows what this is. I own the box set. I just haven't read further than 3, just because, you know, my priority here is yaoi and yaoi only. But this is really good. It's there's not really much I need to say. It's Ouran High School, so it's good, obviously, and it's funny. And you got Hikaru and Kaoru on the front, so like, it's perfect. And then we have I Want to Eat Your Pancreas. Okay, so like, I know this story is sad. When I went to go read it, I was actually at work, and I was finally about to get to the part where, you know, it was sad, and I just kept telling one of my coworkers, I'm like, I'm gonna cry soon, I know it. And out of the blue, the way it ends, I don't want to spoil it, but like, it's nothing like what you'd think it'd be. And I just started crying like within 30 minutes, and I felt so sad the rest of the shift, and I still had 8 more hours because I did a double that day. And I swear, like, this is such a good book. I love it so much. It's so sad, but also so heartwarming. I don't know, they're both high school students, and it's just the sweetest story in the world. I love it. Like, I don't even know what to say. It's just, if you haven't read it or watched it, like, go and do it, because, like, it's something that you need in your life. Alright, next we have Orange 1. I finished this whole thing. I need to get Orange 2. I'm not that invested in it. It's good, but at the same time, I don't want to see him die. So, like, I just haven't continued to read. Now, I'm pretty sure, though, that the way it goes and everything, that he doesn't actually die. I don't know, I just haven't desired to want to buy number 2, so I don't have to deal with that. But it is really good, though, and the art is also super cute. Alright, and then we have 1 through 18 of Say I Love You. And I've only read up to number 10 because during the time of me getting these, I was very busy reading my BL, and I read BL and Yaoi like at least once a day. But during the time of me getting this, I was reading like 5 different mangas a day of BL and stuff, so I just haven't continued reading it. It's very interesting. The further you get into these series, the like more it's just literally just constantly the build up to their relationship, and then like just I don't even know, it's weird, but it's wishy-washy, I guess you would say. It's good though. It's just odd. I'm sure anyone that's read it as well would agree with me that, I don't know, there's just something odd about it, and I don't think it really technically needs 18 volumes. In my opinion, it could have been done a lot faster, not so drawn out, but it's just my opinion. Anyways, guys, this is all of my manga other than my Host Club set that is up on the top of my bookshelf. And if, like I've said before, I have, I believe, 30 more books coming. Most of those are pre-ordered though, so they won't be here for a while, and I read a lot digitally that I can't buy paperback wise. I wish I could buy so many of them paperback, but unfortunately I can't. However, I will continue reading them digitally, but yeah, this is my collection, and I hope you guys enjoyed, and I hope you guys get inspired to buy some of the manga that I've shown you today. Anyways, you guys have a good day / night, depending on what time it is there. Yeah, I hope you guys have a good day, and I will see you next time. Bye.